thought I'd do another video. So, yeah. So this, from the title, is another singing one. It's just the stuff I like doing the most. So yeah, hope you're doing well, and let's do it. So the first one is Boat on the River by Styx. It's a really good song. It's one of my favorites of theirs, and I used to be really into them. So, yeah. Take me back to my boat on the river. I need to go down, need to come down. Take me back to my boat on the river, and I won't cry out anymore. Time stands still as I gaze in the water. She eases me down, touching me gently with the waters that flow past my boat on the river, so I don't cry out anymore. Oh, the river is wise, river, he touches my life like the waves on the sand. All roads lead to tranquility base, where the frown on my face disappears. Oh, the river is deep, the river, she touches my life like the waves on the sand. All roads lead to tranquility base, where the frown on my face disappears. Take me down to my boat on the river. I need to go down. Won't you let me go down? Take me back to my boat on the river, and I won't cry out anymore. I won't cry out anymore. I won't cry out anymore. The next one is Rocky Mountain High by John Denver. It's always a fun one for easy listening. He was born in the summer of his 27th year, coming home to a place he'd never been before. He left yesterday behind him. You might say he was born again. You might say he found a key for every door. When he first came to the mountains, his life was far away, on the road and hanging by a song. But the string's already broken, and he doesn't really care. It keeps changing fast, and it don't last for long. But the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. A shadow from starlight, softer than a lullaby. The Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High in Colorado. He climbed Cathedral Mountains, he saw silver clouds below. He saw everything as far as you can see. And they say that he got crazy once, and he tried to touch the sun, and he lost a friend, but kept the memory. Now he walks in quiet solitude, the forests and the streams, seeking grace in every step he takes. His sight has turned inside himself to try and understand the serenity of a clear blue mountain lake. And the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Talk to God and listen to the casual reply. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High in Colorado. Now his life is full of wonder, but his heart still knows some fear of a simple thing he cannot comprehend. Why they try to tear the mountains down to bring in a couple more people, more scars upon the land. And the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. I know he'd be a poor man if he never saw an eagle fly. Rocky Mountain High, it's a Colorado Rocky Mountain High, and I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Friends around the campfire and everybody's high. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High in Colorado. He keeps going and going. I think he should stop a little bit earlier, but it's his song. The next song is one that I don't know as well, but I think it's really pretty. It's called Anger by Sleeping at Last. And apparently they're a really popular group, but it's just another thing that is like whizzed by, you know. Sometimes you're just not in the know when things are happening, and then you find it, and it's like your own little discovery. I think it's nice when that happens. Although it's nice too when you know things, and other people are like, whoa, and you. So forgive me if I sing the song wrong. Like wildfire, it starts in my chest. The silence grows louder, ringing out in my head. I feel the earth shaking under my feet. I feel the pressure building until I can't breathe. And it takes everything. It all spills out, reckless but honest words leave my mouth like kerosene on a flame of doubt. I couldn't make it right. Alarms will sound, but it's too late for holy water now. Sooner or later the fire dies down. I'll open up my eyes, and I'll try and find the image of God in mountains made of ash and clouds of smoke. It's fight or flight, buried in my mind. It's fight or flight, it keeps my mind cold. But I feel it break with just one misstep down a fire escape. Suddenly I'm someone that prays last minute man of faith. But I'll leave behind miles and miles of jagged lines upon the surface of the divine. Wish I could set them straight. Till it all spills out, reckless but honest words leave my mouth like kerosene on a flame of doubt. Just couldn't make it right. Alarms will sound, but it's too late for holy water now. Sooner or later the fire dies down. Open my eyes again. And when you're listening to that song, you'll understand like half of those lyrics, but it's just a sweeping score, and that's like my favorite thing in music. So I'm a sucker for their music, to be honest. Still listening to them, but I'm loving what I'm hearing. Maybe you will too. The next song is also new for me, but less so I know it a little bit better. It's more narrative, although all these songs you could argue are really like just the stories, you know? The stories, just transport you, man. They transport you, dude. So, yeah. It's called Another New World by the Punch Brothers. The leading lights of the age all wondered amongst themselves what I would do next. After all that I'd found in my travels around the world, was there anything left? Gentlemen, I've said, I've studied the charts, and if what I am thinking is right, there's another new world at the top of the world for the first one who breaks through the ice. And I looked around the room in that way I once had, and I saw that they wanted belief. So I said, all I've got are my guts and my God. Then I paused, and the Annabelle Lee. Oh, the Annabelle Lee. I saw their eyes shine, the most beautiful ship in the sea. My Nina, my Pinta, my Santa Maria, my beautiful Annabelle Lee. That spring we set sail, and the crowd waved from shore, and on board the sailors waved their caps. But I'd never had family, just the Annabelle Lee, so I never had cause to look back. Just studied the charts, set the course north, and towards dark I drifted towards sleep. And I dreamed of the fine, deep harbor I'd find past the ice for my Annabelle Lee. After that it got colder, and the world got quiet. It was never quite day or quite night. And the sea turned the color of sky, turned the color of sea, turned the color of ice. Till at last all around us was vastness, one vast glassy desert of arsenic white. And the waves that once lifted us shifted instead into drifts against Annabelle's sides, and the crew gathered closer. At first for the warmth, but each day would bring a new set of tracks in the snow leading over the edge of the world till I was the only one left. And then it gets cloudy, but it seems like I lay there for days or maybe for months. But Annabelle held me, just the two of us, happy to think back on all we had done. We talked of the other new worlds we discover as she gave up her body to me. And as I chopped up her mainsail for timber, I told her of all that we still had to see. As the frost turned her moorings to ninetail, and the wind lashed her sides in the cold, I burned her to keep me alive every night in the loving embrace of her hold. And I won't call it rescue. That brought me back here to the old world to drink and decline. Pretend that the search for another new world was well worth the burning of mine. But sometimes at night in my dreams comes the singing of some unknown tropical bird, and I smile in my sleep thinking Annabelle Lee's finally made it to another new world. Yeah, sometimes at night in my dreams comes the singing of some unknown tropical bird. I smile in my sleep, thinking Annabelle Lee's finally made it to another new world. This last one is a little bit older for me than that last one, which was a little bit older for me than the one before that. Funny how chronology works. And speaking of chronology, it's called Time by Alice Bandy, who I just think is one of the best folk people ever, and who I wish would do another album. And so please check this one out if you haven't checked out, and you're not going to check out any of the other ones. This is the one, Grand Denouement. Not that I think I can sing it as well, because it's a different kind of voice, but yeah. I wonder how you let me go. Did I make it easy on you? Did I make it easier to hold it together? To hold it together. Give me time. I hope this never comes between us. I hope he never lets me fall back into a rhythm. If I fall back into this hole, you give me time. I hope you break his wall down, bring it down, and let it crumble over. I hope he goes away, I hope she knows I tried not to use it. He's like an animal, a little small, a little simple. He makes me little bruises, he makes me feel as if I'm new to this. Are you agreeing with me? And are you breathing? Let me touch you till you are nothing. Let me hold your heart in my hands, you give me time. And I am a little girl, a stupid girl with little problems. And I believe the world is caving in and will take me with it. And I believe I'll never grow and never age and never will. Will you remember me in years to come? Or am I just a seed, and please be fine? 'Cause I hate this lying all the time. And I would kill myself if I thought I'd go somewhere better, but this is it. We are in hell, we are in pain, and I will suffer with you. I hope this never comes between us. I hope he never lets me fall back into a rhythm. If I fall back into this hole, you give me time. Yeah, you give me time, as time will fill the biggest void, and it will stop the bleeding, and time will lick your wounds and hold you down and stop your breathing, and time will let you see that I am not the one you want to spend your happy years with. A bit of a downer song. Yeah. Apologies for that. I still find it peaceful. If that makes sense. Restful. I hope that you can get some peace, get some rest, get some sleep, get some, you know what I mean? Some relaxation, some R&R. You need it. You deserve it. It's been a crazy year already. It's funny how that happens. A day can do so much. But yeah, I hope you can take this small amount of time and recuperate. Stuff can be thrown at you, and sometimes you just need to sit down. Sometimes you just need to sit down, and that's all it takes. But yeah, I hope it's going well for you. Good night. 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 Sleep well. Sleep well. Sleep well.